right, we're back here at Replay Airsoft Arena. I've got my usual suspects with me. We got Alex and Bill, both are referees and Airsoft enthusiasts. And today's Talking Points video, we want to be talking about, is Airsoft a sport or is it a hobby? This seems to be a constant source of bickering amongst different airsofters as to where exactly do we fall in the spectrum of sports and hobbies. My little 2 cents on it is it can be both. If you collect airsoft guns, then it's a hobby. If you actually go out and play the sport, where you come to a place like this, what we do here is the sport of airsoft, where we have games, we have teams, we have rules, we keep score. So what we do at the arena, I call it a sport. What do you think?
I think it's just whatever you make of it, you know? If, like you said, if you collect them, you just kind of have fun with them, yeah, it's more of a hobby. But if you actually go out and you compete, you come here, whether it's a skirmish, it's milsim, it's whatever it is, it's kind of a sport. And I think that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, if you look up the two words in the dictionary, sport means physical activity. A hobby means collecting something out of the ordinary. So with the money that we spend on airsoft, I would say that would be the hobby part. But getting out of here and running between the obstacles and doing a milsim operation, that would be a sport.
Yeah, when I see the guys coming back in and they're sweating their butts off,
Exactly.
There's no doubt in my mind that what they're doing is definitely a physical activity. No doubt about it. Now, there's always seems to be the argument with people that, you know, a sport seems to have, you know, some sort of standardized rules to it, or the thing with airsoft, what we're doing is like a military simulation. This can't be a sport, it's a military simulation.
I mean, if you want to look at it as military simulation, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there is milsim. But I think what you kind of have to look at is what we do here. Although you can argue it's milsim, it's training, I think at the core of it, it's just pickup games on the weekend kind of thing. So how do you categorize that? And I would say it's a sport. It's maybe not the most competitive, the most organized, or anything like that, but it's still a sport. It's fun, and people enjoy it.
Oh, I enjoy the hell out of it.
Now, here's the thing, though. The milsim, the idea of something being a military simulation and it being a sport, are not necessarily incompatible. When you look at the Olympics, with the major events that are in track and field, the discus, that was a military event. They threw that thing, it was a weapon. The javelin, that was a weapon. The pole vault, they used that to go over the walls of the fort so they could storm the fort. The majority of the games that we see at the Olympics, those were all military things that were part of the doctrine of that age. So, and that's a sport. We all accept it these days. Now, you don't throw shot puts at people or discus at people anymore, but it's just as much of a military thing as it was back in those days. And I think that's as much of an argument as you can make that airsoft is a sport. It's a military style sport. What do you think?
I mean, I look at it just it's good exercise for everybody that gets out there. For one, it keeps like the younger generation that comes up and does it, keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah, well, I tell you, this is one of the greatest things I hear from the parents is that what we do is we get the kids up from the TV, you know, from playing video games all day. I know at least one guy that's in the video today would probably be playing video games right now if we weren't here.
It's true.
So, you know, we actually are providing a great service for the kids, that they get to come out, you get to use your heads. It builds teamwork. You know, you get to work with other people, and
You meet new friends.
yeah, meet a lot of new friends and get to shoot them. I mean, how much better could it be? I know there's a lot of guys out there, and the thing I keep hearing from a lot of people is that, and it's mostly from people that are involved hardcore in other sports. They're either a basketball coach or they're a soccer coach or whatever, and they're just sort of reluctant to give airsoft the same sort of respect, I think, that the other sports do. But I have a feeling in the near future it'll start becoming a little more widely accepted. The only downside of it is it's so politically incorrect what we do. These things are so, you know, the airsoft guns are so scary looking that that's the one thing we got going against us, is that what we do scares the hell out of a very vocal minority, and I really don't think there's much we could do about that unless everybody wants to go out and start playing with pink airsoft guns or something. Then it might make a few people happy.
Well, I don't know. The way I see it is, whether you look at it as a hobby, you look at it as a sport, I think at the end of the day, if you have fun with it, that's what matters. It's a game. and that's what it's designed to be, a game. We're supposed to have fun. Again, it's not the most competitive thing out there, and maybe it's
you've
not.
got to be kidding me. The way that I see some of those guys when they come in, they are so riled up.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, in the
good
grand
Lord.
scheme of things, yeah, it's not, being broadcasted on national
No, that
television
is
or
not.
anything like that. It's not the most widely, like you say, accepted thing, but I think at the end of the day, it's a game, it's fun, and if you treat it like a sport, it's a sport. If you treat it like a hobby, it's a hobby, and if you don't like it, then stay away from it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to find out more about playing the sport of airsoft, come on down here to the arena. We got our regular hours you can check out at our website at replayairsoft.com. And you can find out what everybody's going crazy about, because this is something that, like we're saying, it's part hobby, it's part sport. It's what you make of it. That's the cool thing, is it's sort of a free form kind of sport. So check it out, and until the next time, don't let the bastards get you down.